Hi everyone, my name is Nageshwari. My ID number is DEM03200046. So my group take fourth case study. The case study about the workers working include me in a group. Couple of members been dating early in the year, but they are currently recently falling out of between them. But they was as recently falling love out of them when your group assemble of to work on the project. The tensions between from the former couple of thinking neither of this group the member of the participations of an new insider comment of a past between the during group of work. Your group of is falling the between the because of two facets of the unable work on the another the case studies and negotiations. Effectives of negotiation is using knowledges of the self of others competent of analysis of information and the same time. The theory stepping of the power of a behavior, the heart of the negotiation by maybe the said be the heart of the individual in now involved. Our need the desired invocate of ego and self contents as well the fears and there is conflict of need to decide between the more practice parties. The parties of negotiations of my choices is they are thinking the better deal by the negotiation by the simple accepting what the other side of the give them to let of them for integrating negotiation after success to participation. Generally involved motivated the completed collaborations of synthesis of cooperation approach resolving the conflict of the hand. The general environment, the belief, a common of faith, understanding of level of depends of the negotiations. The integration of negotiation is required of a negotiator accept the both of them. One of the parties in authority interest to the deserve or valued. Empathy, the ability to understand position of the party. The importance of successful involving complicated strategy interrogation negotiations. Thank you.
First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Sivabalan, son of Vijayakumar, and my ID number DEM 03266. And today I want to present about the identified issues in breakup relationships or relationships in workplace. The issue in this breakup of a relationship are bad enough without the added complications of having to see the person every day, risking our emotional well-being, job performance, and professional identity, potentially damaging the dynamics of our team, and also breaching company policies. Not only that, many employees will have experienced the fallout of a workplace romance gone bad when two colleagues have been a consensual, romantic or sexual relationship that's end. Especially the key themes on being emotional devastations. For participants, the emotional outcomes of the breakup was absolutely devastating. That feelings as to our heart is literally going to break and asking ourselves, am I even going to be able to move on emotionally? So describe it as most difficult period of their lives. Additionally, the further disadvantage to the professional identity of women who involved in a workplace romance is the sexual double standard. For instance, a woman involved in a workplace romance may have given a negative label like slut, seductress, or Coco. If she is older than a former partner and accused of using a sexual power to gain favor with the male in the organizations. Moreover, the participants' ability to compartmentalize their professional and personal lives was important. That compartmentalizing of the personal and the professional was really very important in maintaining their professionalism to the point where it's almost like they are living parallel lives. Thank you.
Hi Miss and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ain Azura and my ID number is DEM03200083. So I want to present about the analysis scenario of case study. Part of controlling emotion at work in the importance of remaining professional, there is body of research out there on displays of emotional in the workplace and what is seen as acceptable. The research indicates that negative emotions such as anger, sadness, and particularly crying isn't acceptable at work, where masculine norms of emotional containment prevail. To be seen as over emotional and out of control potentially undermines the employee's professional identity. They both need to present themselves with a positive aura while conducting group discussion, carry out activities, and answer professionally as a group member who has responsibility for group work. This is because they need to work with other group members as well, so they need to give a positive aura in the group so that the activities carried out in the group will run smoothly. As a caring group members, they need to communicate in a friendly way so that other groups members do not feel awkward to communicate, because other group members will think they need to isolate the two of them, because their unfriendly attitude will cause the situation to be quiet. Communicate in friendly manners without involving relationship problems or feelings such as resentment, envy, and hatred. The better things to reconcile the situation is to ask the two of them to sincerely apologize to each other and forget about the things that make them quarrel. The ego to apologize will cause them to be more awkward to do group activities together. They both need to lower their egos and apologize amicably between the two of them. If they feel embraced to apologize in person, they can use WhatsApp and other social media that they are comfortable with to apologize. It is best for them to apologize first, because attending the group discussion day and try to slow talk so that on the day of the discussion they feel calm, because there no need to resent or think about the fight that happened between the two of them. Thank you, Miss. That's all for me.